let me share my screen. Oh, I just stopped the recording by mistake. I don't think I can put them back together again.
It's still recording.
What's that?
It's still recording.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. So let me share these slides. And as I said, we believe Nikken is a better way to a life in true balance and abundance. And we focus on people, planet, and profit. That's what the three little marks there are. And it's all about the daily life that we develop for ourselves, the decisions we make, the habits we form, and over time, they make a radical difference in everything in our lives, our health, our relationships, our happiness, our income, and our overall success. And in this graph, if you're watching the pictures, you can see that if you're making bad decisions every day, it leads to depression and not being what you are capable of being. And if you make good decisions every day, those small choices add up to what we call in Nikken, humans being more. And that's been the motto of the company since the very beginning. So the Nikken choice is about active wellness and collaborative entrepreneurship. And it's based on the 5 pillars of health. This has been the philosophy of the company from the very start. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances all need to be in balance, or if any of them start to get weak, the others suffer. And I loved, excuse me, this is terrible. Oh. Sorry about that. What really excited me when I saw this was I was a corporate lawyer, and I knew that most international corporations don't think in these terms of real balance for everybody. And I thought I'd given up high finances when I left the practice of law. But Nikken looks at all of these and tries to make it possible for each individual to find that balance. Modern life creates a huge amount of stress, and I really think of Nikken as the vehicle for lowering all kinds of stress. The lifestyles today are even tougher than they used to be. People are working extra hours, there's more financial stress, and certainly the toxins in our environment are causing health stress. And that is, health costs go up. So finances are the #1 stress people identify. And most people in the country are either employees or self-employed. They want to have control over their time, but they still have no leverage. And you're still selling your time for money, which I was doing when I had my family counseling practice. And only 5% of the country are actually on the right side of this. In the other 2 quadrants, the business owners and the investors. And for most business owners, it takes a huge amount of money to get started. Like the typical McDonald's franchise is a couple of million. And of course, to be like Warren Buffett, you need a nice hunk of change to start investing, to put your money to work. And but those 5% control 95% of the wealth in the society. So if you're trying to find financial balance, it's good to move from one side to the other and invest in things that you can leverage, where you're leveraging the time and efforts of other people and benefiting from that and helping them. So the new trend that has emerged in the last 15-20 years is the gig economy. And the idea is that we can use temporary engagements or side engagements to generate supplemental income without taking more quality out of our life, giving us even more work balance and more mobility, and very cost efficient. Because Uber shows us that people are I know a real estate agent who's been very successful, and he still drives his car at night for Uber because it's extra gig that he likes having that flow. And Amazon shows how the internet has completely changed our world, and there's so many gigs available on the internet. So what we do with Nikken is we do leverage, and we've gotten rid of all the problems with gigs and with startup businesses, because we have a low cost of entry. We have a turnkey system like McDonald's has, but this is easy to integrate into your life. You work from home. You don't have to have an office or employees. We have wonderful leadership and support, and it's really the perfect gig. We're leveraging the efforts of others. Each of us is our own boss and works as we want, but we help each other. It's an amazing teamwork, even though we're each individual controlling our own time. So we join Nikken, we get our products, we invite other people to join us either as customers or as partners in the business. Nikken takes care of all the heavy lifting, and then they pay us generously in commissions. And at the core, what we sell is the idea of a Nikken wellness home, getting our home to support our health as nature intended. And Nikken started out with the magnetic products, restoring our body to a natural energy field, but then they developed a nutrition line. They've investigated air and water purification and energizing, and even light, so that your home becomes a cocoon of wellness and restores you every night. It's truly amazing. And so that wellness home is our cash flow engine. People get as much as they can initially, and then they can get consumables, nutritionals, and skincare, and then they can upgrade to get a complete wellness home and invite others to use it, relatives and friends. And then there's new products coming out all the time. This summer, Nikken is bringing out some new products that are cutting edge every time, and your customers and partners will want to get them. So this is a diagram of our circle of influence, and it's basically a business plan. You're at the center as with a wellness home, and you have 5 customers that are building 5 or more, building their wellness homes. And then the 3 people below are the people that you've attracted to be partners with you to spread the word of Nikken. And this is a diagram of how we do it, how we help each other and collaborate. As you bring in your new customer or consultant, you get a mentor to help present to them as another point of view. And then as you grow into a mentor, then you help your people attract their customers and consultants. And this is a diagram of the kind of support. You get constant support. As I said, there are many calls, we have webinars, we have national meetings, and we talk on the phone and do Zooms all the time to support each other, and everybody benefits. This is a great picture of getting back to nature. One seed can lead to millions and millions of apples, and so each of us can be a seed that helps others grow in their 5 pillars and their wellness. And this is a wonderful business diagram. This cone, people, planet, and profit, you're at the top of it, and the people on the left are the people that are partnering with you. In the middle are their customers, and at the top is the projected income that you will get as you reach each of those levels. And so if you're interested in our business possibilities, this is your whole business plan in a nutshell. And Nikken has many, many ways of rewarding you. We won't go into that in great detail, but it's the most generous direct sales company I've ever seen or ever read of. So then we're going to focus now on the products themselves, the wellness home, and I'm going to invite Hattiejane to carry on from here, Active Wellness and the Nikken Wellness Home. And Hattiejane is a great partner with me, and we're in different organizations, but we help each other. So welcome, Hattiejane.
Thank you very much, Randy. I've unmuted. Am I coming across clear?
Yes, just fine.
Wonderful. The same thing about the making small choices go tremendously in our health area and wellness. And no matter what state of current life, health or stress you're in, by making positive, consistent choices, you can then continue to stabilize and improve your health and your well-being. And Nikken has been so wonderful in that, as you can see by this next slide, that the choice that they have done is that in focusing on reducing stress, improving sleep, dealing with the air that is indoor surrounding us, as and the water that we drink, which is not a beverage choice, but a essential nutrient to our entire health and well-being. By focusing on those areas, they have created the wellness home environment of when you come home, you are truly in a health situation, and your family, they're there to grow up as the children that as you know, with our whole situation of our health reality and our environment and our world today, have tremendous stresses and tremendous changes in their opportunities for health. Next. And then, so therefore, we invite you to be healthy by choice, not by chance. Why by choice? Because we have found by using our product line that I have been introduced to myself, in that over the years, I've had different health challenges, and I would follow my medical regime, especially since I've been a nurse for 15 years. And when I first saw Nikken 20 years ago, I felt that it was a wonderful opportunity for people. And I was thinking of it for my patients and my clients, because by the time I was introduced to Nikken, I was toward the tail end of a 30-year career in hospital nursing, the bedside, and had gone to massage school and become a practitioner and had my own business. But I knew that I needed another way, because it was, again, trading hours for the amount of money. And with having a new home and being introduced to the expenses, being single, that I had to find a way to augment my income. And this was a chance for me to really help people help themselves. And it, in fact, helped me. And therefore, I became aware of a more holistic approach to well-being, which I thought I had understood. But until Nikken's technology was able to introduce me to how my body was working, because I could feel the difference that the technology made, and as I used the products, I could feel different, and I could make different changes, and I could, for the healthy adjustment, then I began to become aware of the whole building. And so the wellness home is what I've had for over 15 years now, and it's just wonderful. And I was able to stay with my mother during her years through her trip through Alzheimer's, and she did not want to leave her home until she went to the graveside, and we were able to let that happen. And despite the fact of cognitive changes, she was comfortable, and she was able to choose to have her massage practitioner come and work on her the week of her death. So I am very passionate about this product line. As you can see, we have not only nutritionals, which are really cream of the crop, because many nutritionals are out there, but ours are truly pharmaceutical in that every single capsule, every single ounce, every single ingredient is actually in the product that you're getting. So to the quality of every single drop. And the quality of how they're manufactured and how they're taken care of is the top of the line. And the water system is, again, the top of the line, yet it is so inexpensive. When you see how much the other larger programs cost, you'd be amazed at how cheap we are. And then we go down to where the technology of the magnetic and the sun energy comes in, and that is supposed to rest and relaxation. When you're in pain, it's very hard to relax. It's very hard to rest. When you're under a great deal of stress, the body responds to that stress with great tension, and it's very hard to relax. But being in the stable magnetic field that the Japanese have found to come to understand and create the products that you just use in everyday life, you don't even realize half the time you're using them because it's so simple to sleep on them, wear them, or use them intermittently as you need them. And for another thing I liked about it's kind of subversive. Okay, I've been in it 20-some years. The company's been around for 43. So therefore, we have populations all over the world, and here in the United States for 30 years, and the populations will tell you the ones that really understand and really adore these technologies because they work, and they keep on working. They don't stop. And you just keep getting better and better. So now let's begin a new success story. Think about the fact that you can really have active wellness and strive to learn to live and continue your life in a balance as opposed to having to give up or stress yourself out. I believe Barbara will be coming, and would you share with us, Randy, on who Barbara Bertucci is? Randy? I think I'm alone here.
Yes, I had to unmute myself. Yes, thank you. Yes, so thank you so much, Hattiejane. It's wonderful. We have so many nurses and healthcare workers in Nikken because it really gets to why they originally got into it, to help people feel better and keep their bodies strong and youthful as long as possible. So I want to welcome our special guest, Barbara Bertucci from Florida. She has an amazing athletic background. She's brilliant and a leader in Nikken, and I don't want to take her time. So I'm just going to have you share, Barbara, why you got excited about Nikken and what it's meant to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for having me, Randy. This is a great call, and I love the Zoom platform. And I'm up here in Chicago right now, which I love to do because you can take your Nikken business anywhere you are. I have more energy and vitality now in my 50s. I can say that for just a few more months. I'm going to be turning 60 this year than I did in my 30s. And I've been with Nikken for 24 years this May, and it's transformed my life. I can travel and go places. I have things with me. I was going to share a little bit about that. I've got my water bottle. I have my Kinko Touch. I have the Mag Duo. I have a little pillowcase. It actually can be like a binky when you're traveling, but it's wonderful to put on the pillow. And I have my travel pillow. You know, I'm going to share a recent thing that just was really impactful for me because having the 60th year and I'm celebrating, I did a transatlantic cruise and I slipped and fell. And I just went completely down, hands wailing. I hurt my wrist. I pulled my muscles on my neck and I hit the tailbone. Anybody know when you hit your tailbone, you're down for the count for a while. So I went and made a report. I iced it up. I still went to dinner and I went to the performance. I didn't want to miss anything. You know, I sat there. I had my little ice bag and I have my magnet on my back. And then I took the Kinko Touch and I did it all the time. I just did it over and over again on the front. It'll go through to the back. I think of it like a wand or Darth Vader, you know, with the beam. So wherever you have it pointed, that's where it's going to go. So I just continually worked all around my sacrum and my hips, my back. I came up here, worked my neck. I wear the power bands. I was saying I need to create a nice little travel, source kit so that we can make sure you have everything. I put duct tape on my back, and I went the next day. So I stayed in bed. We had a day at sea. I stayed in bed the whole next day. And then I went down because I was headed to Spain. And I'm like, I am going to have my vitality and I'm going to be able to go when I need to go. And so the doctor called me a miracle. He saw me around 5:30 the next day. He said there was no bruising, no contusions, no nothing. And I could tell you where I fell, but and I definitely needed a chiropractor when I came back. I love my chiropractor and stuff. But I was able to get up and go and do and just have everything, working. I had the joint cream with me. I have the power bands that I, and I do love the new purple color. So it's wonderful. Right now I have 2 bracelets around my neck. My voice is like my weak spot. I'll get hoarse real fast, or that, especially when I'm traveling, and you try to eat well, but not always. So I have my progesterone. I've got my, that's what's so amazing about Nikken. It's things that you just put into your life and you go with it, and it can just transform that path that she was sharing about earlier, which way you're going to be, and healthier and vibrant. And we're all living a lot longer. We want to have that vitality, that stamina, that energy. It's just amazing. Then Nikken transformed my life with the business as well. I'm in the Millionaires Club. I've made, I have so many people. I guess I need to tell numbers. Okay, I'm going to say this not to impress you, but to impress upon you the potentiality of this. Okay, I'm in 21 countries, and I have over, I'd say about 20,000 plus in my group. I really don't know. But I went to Germany, and I kind of lose track, and it goes off the grid, and yay me. I mean, it's wonderful, and I call it 6% love, and I get to go and I get to travel places and see people, and it's amazing. And this is in this new age, and she talked about the gig economy. We are all collaborative entrepreneurs now. You need to look at how to blend your business, what your dreams are, what your vision is, with all the things around you, and health being a major one. So Nikken can kind of map on to whatever you're doing to complement your income, to support you with your whole family's health and vitality. And just by tweaking a few things and having some things around your home, I know that sleep, if we can make an impact in your sleep, we are going to transform, tremendously the outcome of your success in wellness, in health, And so, but we have something similar to this chip. I think you can see it in the pillow. So there's 3 of them in the pillow that support your neck all night long. And we spend a third of our lives sleeping. So to recuperate all night long, to have the far infrared, oh my gosh, the comforter is a cocoon. I love that. It's just amazing. And if you've ever not worked out, and then come back, you're stiff and achy that next day or the day after, well, you don't have that with this comforter, with the sleep system. So it's tremendous. I have my eye mask. Oh, I do have, it's right here, my eye mask. Well, I did have it. Anyway, I have my eye mask with me. It's tremendous. You think of nothing. It helps just clear the mind, but also it helps with the wrinkles and the tightening and this big window that I have in my room when I'm traveling. So it's amazing. And then sometimes I'll turn it around when I have that neck shoulder issue. I put it on the back of my neck, and I just had it there, and it just relaxes even more than the pillow, all your neck and shoulders. So Nikken is the brains that brings the technologies to us. I mean, this thing transformed my life. And it's now It was 110 when I started. It's now $60, and it's an amazing piece. When I keep it on my back as preventative. I don't hurt. I put it on my stomach when I travel so that everything flows perfectly and nicely when I'm traveling. But you can put it on your shoulder. You can put it on your stomach. You can put it around. It's an amazing tool to have in a home. And so Nikken is the brains. We help actually just distribute it and get it out there. We've got an amazing business opportunity with this. So get with the person that brought you onto this call or shared this call with you, because it's that tremendous. If you want to just become a customer, that's also possible. You just give your name, address, email, phone number, and you get your own customer account. You can get in the back office. You can research and develop, research your own things, and gradually start to shift. We have an amazing skincare line. It's all organic. It's got the minerals from the sea in it. And it just, it's just, Nikken does all the research and development. We just help bring it to market. And that's the amazing thing. We have the shakes. I got mine prepared for the trip home. And that is, this gave me back my brain. Okay, do I have another minute? Okay, I had brain fog happen about 7 years ago. And I just had a veil. I had a lot of stress. Things happened. My mom passed. And it just kind of came on me. And luckily, the person that brought this to market with us, a nutritionist, he said, just try taking just pure protein in the morning and wait 2 hours to boot up your brain and to give your body, actually boot up your body, and it can test all the levels, all the systems in the body. And that way, your all the levels, all your hormone levels, everything, it gives it a break. On day 3, you'll probably start noticing something, and then it'll shift. Well, on day 3 for me, it was like sunshine coming through the fog. So I got glimpses of things. On day 4 at about 11, so like into that second hour, it was like the neutrons just connected, and it was just amazing. I got my brain back. I was really worried. You get worried when things happen in your brain and you're like, oh my God. So I've got clarity of mind, but I'm very diligent. I just do this. It's just a no carb. I mean, if you wanted to not have the shake, it could be protein, eggs, or that, but nothing else until those 2 hours pass. And it's tremendous. That and our water is a great kickstart for your wellness home. The water is tremendous. We're over 75, 80% water, more in our brain, about 80 in our brain. So if you are having a headache, go drink a glass of water before you take any of the medicine and stuff, because it might just be that you need to hydrate. So that's the fun things that we learn. We've got collaborative people here, everybody on this call, we work together. And, we're in all different areas of the United States, which I love, which is a great way to start your new business, and just tap in, start learning, start playing with these amazing products. And, I invite you to do that, because we're all going to live longer. So let's be healthy by choice, not by chance. And thank you, Randy, for having me on.
Oh, Barbara, thank you so much. You said so many wonderful things. I love the way you explained the gig of how Nikken can map over whatever you're doing now and actually give you more freedom, more income, even if you are still staying with the income sources you have now. It's just more fun. You have more energy to do a better job on whatever your job is right now. And going through all the products, I love the things you said about the Kenzen Vital Balance and how we nurture the brain. And we're really on a mission to help people think differently about their health, because the doctors will say, oh, well, you're over 50, these things happen. They don't have to if you support your body adequately. And I know you have 2 Nikken necklaces on. This is Nikken too. It's just they're not making the pearls anymore, but I hope they'll come back because I love them. I'm covered with magnetics, and I know everybody else on this call who's been with Nikken a while has a wellness home to support them every night. So thank you so much, Barbara. I really appreciated it. I just think you're a wonderful asset for our team, our worldwide team of Nikken. So I'm going to share a couple more slides just to close here. And we invite you now to join us. Discover Nikken, get back with the person who invited you, as Barbara said, and see what Nikken can do for you. Start somewhere, whether it's the insoles, the very first product they came out with, or the water, or the nutritionals, the skincare, the sleep system. We have a cocoon. You can try that first, just like a sleeping bag. It's like $200, and you can get all those wonderful relaxing technology. So become a customer, and then when you start sharing with people and Nikken sends you money, you'll become a part-time entrepreneur, and you can make a career out of Nikken as well and be completely free with your 5 pillars in balance. So thank you for joining us, and get with the person who sent you and listen to the other webinars throughout the week, and we have schedules and you can check on them. And thanks again, Hattiejane and Barbara, for sharing great stories, and love you. Take care.
So.